Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. My name is John. There will be a test. I say that same stupid thing every week. We are hybrid again tonight, which means you can either be here like you are, or you could be home in your pajamas. We have a camera there on the box in the ceiling, which only sees the stage. Except, David, you might be in the show. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. So, just to point it out for any first-timers, we are a hardcore listening room. You're going to get one plate from me, and then I get the hook. And you'll be out on your ear, as opposed to a bar where nobody really cares. So, sometimes that intimidates the performer. They must not like me. But instead, they're listening. So we're an all-volunteer staff. Been an all-volunteer staff for 53 years in this room. 53 years, 52 Fridays. You do the math. Quite a few people have come through this facility. So tonight, our volunteers, Tim working the sound and the video. Jennifer's holding up the door over there. We got Chris and Debbie working the counter. And here comes the test. What's my name?
John.
What can I say? They love me. I do the same stupid thing every week. So tonight we've got Jessica here, Jessica Smucker, and there's flyers on the table that can give you a clue as to who's going to be here in the next few weeks. I'm trying to see which one this is, March and April. Yeah, so you can get a heads up as to who's going to be here, or you could do it the old-fashioned way. Before the internet, before anything, people would just show up here on Friday night and say, who's playing? Because they know they're going to get a good show. All right. This is Jessica's first time in this coffee house. So I don't want any heckling, no loud screaming and carrying on. But you can applaud her as loud as you want. So, Jessica, are you ready to go?
I am.
Oh, good. Well, take it away, go.
All right. Meet me on the other side of this cocoon. I am banging on the walls, screaming in the dark, trying to find the light of the moon. I've been overwhelmed and tired, running circles, running wild, trying to hide the mess inside, 'cause for you I wanna be uncomplicated, like a sparrow singing, like a wedding ring. If I were something you believe in, like outer space, like amazing grace, and you could talk to me about anything, but you can talk to me about anything, anyway. Meet me halfway across the Brooklyn Bridge. See all the twinkling lights in the purity of night, and the secret is to never zoom in. I've been sweating down below with all the broken things I know, but I would bend and bow for you if we could hold the bird's eye view. We could be uncomplicated, like sparrows singing like a new beginning. We'd be something to believe in, like outer space, like amazing grace. And you could talk to me about anything, but you can talk to me about anything anyway. 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 Thank you. Well, it's really good to be here. It's always funny when I'm playing a real piano because it feels really good to play, but I know I have a little bit of a strange angle to be able to make eye contact with you. So bear with me. Well, can you hear me when I go in the side of the mic like this? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to do a song about stories, because I think if you're here to listen to folk music, you probably like stories like I do. And I have been accused at times in my life of being a story chaser, and not in a good way. I think those of us who have grown up in a tradition of storytellers, sometimes we would do just about anything for a good story. So here is a story about somebody who takes that too far. This is called Looking for Spiders. Jack and Jill were looking for water. It wasn't worth mentioning until they fell. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife who let him beat her. It's a little tale we tell, how he locked her up in a prison cell. You would trade your health and happiness for a story. You would rather be remembered than loved. Little Miss Muffet got bored one day, went looking for spiders to scare her away. The nemesis providing all the action to incite her. Story is the poisonous creature that'll bite her. What makes you interesting? How does your story build? And what's your best excuse for being unfulfilled? And aren't there enough conundrums in this silly world? Living on the edge of reason, looking for the sweet spot between silly and sublime. Following the rising action, falling hard every time. Bending to the strangest arcs, you write yourself into a nursery rhyme. You would trade your home and family for another life. life. You would rather be a legend than somebody's wife. Mary, Mary in the corner plot. She planted a garden just to let it all rot. 'Cause thistles choke and rabbits run and sunlight blinds her. And everything's another form of failure that defines her. What makes you interesting? How does your garden grow? And what's your best excuse for being all alone? And aren't there enough conundrums in this silly world? Thank you. Well, this whole tour I'm on, I'm doing kind of a 2-week tour, including a big conference in Kansas City that Jen was at, and maybe some others of you, I don't know. But this whole tour, I have done every show without making a set list, which is unusual for me, but it's been kind of fun because then I just play what I'm feeling. And so if you're familiar with my music and you have requests, I will try to accommodate them. But I'm gonna dig way back into my back catalog for this next song. I write a lot of love songs, but most of them come out a little bit like this. This is called Reluctantly Yours. Love is the price we pay for our sins. The game isn't fun to play, and of course, nobody wins. Someone gets bored, and everybody gets scared. The jury is rising, the verdict's in. It's why the hell should we care? If all the signs are saying run like hell, then what are you still doing standing there? I'm not a woman, I'm a warning bell, a doomsday siren blowing through the air. Well, this isn't real love, it's only a dare. Fumbling my way to you to see if I can have an ordinary love affair. If I can love you, I might live again. It's a simple way of challenging the odds. But hold on, let me catch my breath again, 'cause I can't outrun the vengeance of the gods. Miracles can happen, sure, but you're not dumb. You're not on your hands and knees. You're putting on your coat and getting ready to run. Well, don't be alarmed, but I'm blocking the door. I'm cynical and sad, but still reluctantly yours. And every time I put my hands on you, it's like I'm lost and running through the rain. But if I never find my way again, well, I'd have to be a fool to complain. Thank you. So I think for most of us, when we fall in love, there's a moment of decision right before you really let go, when you decide whether you're gonna go all in or whether you're gonna run away scared. And this next song is kind of, it lives right in that time. This is called "The Way Down." If I had only 1 hour to spend with you, I'd swallow my tongue and take your hand. I'd lead you to the edges of the lake at summer's end and break you with the flicker of the wind. I wanna give you something real and true, the beauty that grows inside the pain, all the stories that surround us as the sun slips down the sky and the light begins to disappear again. I want you to test my love against these fading lines. I want you to leave me at the mercy of the night. I want you to break my heart and show me what it's like to feel so alive all of the time. If I could show you everything at once, I wouldn't have to find a place to start. All the sticks and stones and thunderstorms would crash against your loving arms, and you'd see me and you'd understand my heart. Throwing the stone will cause a ripple, but you know that there's a little bit of joy that can be found on the way down. I want you to test my love against these fading lines. I want you to leave me at the mercy of the night. I want you to break my heart and show me what it's like to feel so alive all of the time. If I had only one life to spend with you, I'd never run out of things to say. But the silence doesn't scare me like it did before you met me. I can fill up all the hours singing love songs to myself. I think too much, but I don't talk. I keep things to myself a lot. It's crazy, but I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for you to be free, to take that walk with me, free. I'm not blind, but I wanted to be, to wrap myself inside a dark cocoon, the land of the free. I get so tired of the undertow of all the things I can't let go. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. We're spending all our time these days just learning how to be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. We're high and dry, we're down and out, digging through the trash for something that's worth singing about. The wild geese are heading south. You and I are living hand to mouth. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. We're spending all our time these days just learning how to be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. I'm not blind, but it's painful to see the odds against us ever being honest, happy and free. So I dance alone in the dark at night, forgive myself when I can't find the light. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. We're spending all our time these days just learning how to be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. So I'll rip the joy from the mouth of pain and wander through the streets and look for hidden music under everything. I can feel the beat in the pouring rain. I can follow the sound of a passing train. There is nothing we can do or say to make the river flow the opposite way. The sooner we accept this life, the sooner we'll be okay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Good things will come and go, but the blues are here to stay. Thank you so much. It's really nice to be here. I hope you're having a good time. I try to balance out the sort of depressing songs with the more upbeat ones, but and then sometimes I just try to be really funny in between so that we get some comedic relief. I'm actually a pretty happy person, but I think I sort of work out a lot of the things that I need to grapple with in my writing, and that's the very human experience that you get when you listen to my music. So I'm gonna do another love song. It's one of my favorites. It's called "Shut Up." I wanna lose you today. Pump you with air and watch you blow away. I'm tired of love, I love you too much. But here in this moment, loving you sucks. A drip by the faucet, a steep waterfall. There's too much too fast or nothing at all. I can't get through to you. You're preaching like a prophet, dooming all the fun, screaming like a madman, pushing till you win. The more you're pushing out, the less you let it in. Well, I have had enough of this white noise static coming from your lips. Why don't you shut up and let me love you? Try not to feel what you said. Give it a moment, give it a rest. Hearing your voice in my head. You keep pulling me into your beautiful mess. I've never been good at walking away. But I deserve more than to love you today. I can't get through to you. You're preaching like a prophet, picking at my sins, pointing like a moonbeam, raging at the sea. Caught up in a wave that's crashing over me. Well, here I am, still playing my role. A lonely body and a cluttered soul. It's time to shut up and let me love you. Here we go again, here we go again. Here we go again, here we go again. I can't get through, I can't get through, I can't get through. White noise static coming from your lips. Why don't you shut up and let me love you? Thank you so much. Well, I do have some CDs here, if any of you are CD listeners. And I also have a lot of recordings that are not on CDs I have anymore. So if you stream music or you're on YouTube, you can find a lot more stuff on there. And I have an email list. I usually send out one newsletter a month that has a list of all the places I'm going to play and any news about recordings and that kind of thing. It's very helpful to have people on my email list so that the next time I come back to this area, I can notify you. So please sign up for that. I promise I won't overdo it. Now I'm going to do a breakup song. This is called Dear John Letter to Jesus. Listen, Jesus, I don't mean to throw your love away. You're a good guy, you've got pretty eyes and some witty things to say. But I've been walking through these streets alone, through quiet nights and silver rains. I put my faith in things like gravity. It has your force without the name. You've been true, but I need more than promises of doom. It's a 21st century. If you keep telling me how you bled for me, well then you're just another bearer of bad news. Your broken body on the shelf for me. It's the last thing that I need. When all my friends have left the bar at night, and you are all that still remains. I tried to tell you to go back to heaven where you belong. I tried to stop writing you into every song. They say you're merciful, then why don't you please leave me alone? I'm not a bad girl, I've just got too much going on. I tried, but you just stand there holding out your hand. The saddest part is I really do think you'd understand. Thank you so much. Well, maybe I'll follow the sacrilege with maybe the most spiritual song I've written. So I have 2 kids. I have 2 little boys. They're 7 and 9. One of them misses me a lot right now. The other one, I don't know. But I remember when I after I had my kids, just feeling a new sort of gravity to, I think before that I was pretty comfortable with the sort of impermanence of life and the constant change, and embraced it, and I still do. But it just felt like the first time that I really had something in my life that I can't ever lose, all of a sudden life just felt scarier because it felt like I had more to lose. And I don't really know completely where this song came from, but it came from that line of thinking. It was just like everything matters more now, and also life is scary, and we don't know what hand we're going to be dealt. So this is called The Sea. I have listened for God in the ear of a shell. I have wrestled the tides and argued against the groundswell. Bargain with the deep blue, I don't want to lose you. This is me facing my fear. Even if we drown, I'm happy that I found you here. I'm yours today. Hold me while the sky is full. Tomorrow you will drift away, sure as the moon shimmers and fades. There is only one way to survive a riptide. Close your eyes rise and lean back and take the sea for a ride. When I think of dying, there's an ocean lying under us, pickled and blue. Spread out like a highway, baby, you go my way or I'm coming with you. I'm yours today. Hold me while the sky is full. Tomorrow you will drift away, sure as the moon shimmers and fades. I'm yours today. Hold me while the sky is full. Tomorrow you will drift away, sure as the moon shimmers and fades. As I listen for God in the ear of this shell, don't know much, but I know that I've loved you well. Thank you. So I think we'll do. Let's do 2 more songs and then we'll take a break. This one is actually maybe along similar lines. I've been thinking about maybe it's since the pandemic. I've been writing these songs that are kind of like apocalyptic love songs. 'Cause for a while there, it just kind of felt like everything was falling apart and the world was just, I don't know, something was ending. And I guess it still does sometimes, but in my reflections on that, what I started feeling was that, you know, there's not that much difference between the idea of the world ending, our own cycles of life and death, and really what we have in this world that we can do is we can love the people that we have and we can be in the moment that we're in. So this is my newest apocalyptic love song. It's it's called The Last Sweet Bite. It doesn't have to be a bad day. The table is set. And if we leave with any memories at all, I'll never forget how the sky fell down. We were there with our forks in hand, your eyes so bright, and it felt so right, taking the last sweet bite. I love you like a shoreline waiting for the big wave. I want to keep holding you until we're washed right out of time. Everybody loves a party. Put a smile on your face. If you keep counting down the hours, they'll all go to waste. I wanna dance with you until the ground pulls apart beneath our steadfast feet, and we hold on tight through the last sweet night. I love you like a shoreline waiting for the big wave. I want to keep holding you until we're washed right out of time. Thank you, everybody. So I'm gonna end this set with a Mennonite dance song. Anyone know what Mennonites are? Okay. Well, I grew up Mennonite, and my ancestry is actually Amish. I'm I guess second generation not Amish anymore. But for the purposes of this song, what you really need to know is I didn't get the dancing gene, and I'm not good at dancing, and I have a best friend who's a really great dancer, and so I've spent a lot of time standing up against walls, going like this. And early in my friendship with her, I came home one night from watching her dance and feeling really, really inspired, and like I almost wanted to, and then I couldn't do it. Just was full of desire and conflict, and I came home and I wrote this song. This is called Overthrown. Once upon a time when everything was going fine, I threw myself into a mess. I saw you move, I took a risk. You threw your head back in the light of the moon. That fragile night shook the demons from your hair and hailed the music with the air. Baby, I am afraid of you. You dance like spirits live in you. The way you arch, the way you bend, you could make me feel again. I want music in my mouth. I want you to show me how. There's a fire in your step, smell of peaches on your breath. I'm the moonlight overthrown. You're the hot front from the west. Every time you ask to dance, I say no, but I mean yes. Clear the tables off the floor. I want to dance, but I'm not sure how to move and how to be when the music seizes me. I take a step, but I'm too shy. I'm thinking how I want to fly across the room, out of my head, out of here into your bed. I want music on my lips to feel the world against your hips. Rhythms burning in your step, and there is fire on your breath. I'm the moonlight overthrown. You're the hot front from the west. Every time you ask to dance, I say no, but I mean yes. Maybe there's an explanation for this paranoid vibration, the undertow beneath the sea that's pulling you away from me. My instincts have been dispossessed. My cadence is on house arrest. The way you arch, the way you move like wind around the darkened moon. I want music in my mouth. I want you to show me how. There's a fire in your step, smell of peaches on your breath. I'm the moonlight overthrown. You're the hot front from the west. Every time you ask to dance, I say no, but I mean yes. Yes. Thank you. I'll see you back here in 15 minutes or so.
Another wonderful night in the coffee house. We'll take a short break. Washrooms are out the door and to your left. I never start when there's a line for the washroom or if someone's buying merch. Jessica brought merch. It's on the countertop there. She wouldn't mind leaving some of that here. Yeah. It's about like that. We'll, if 15 minutes is kind of an ish. We'll see how that turns out. See you soon. Alrighty, we're going to get started for our second set. I have a few announcements here first. Now, tomorrow in this room, 2 to 4, sing around, which is you can either bring an instrument, you can bring your ears, you can bring your voice, or you can just show up. There's a group leader, and then everybody just enjoys singing in this room. 2 to 4 in this room. Tomorrow, back it up. Next Friday, we have Louise Kelly coming in. She's also a piano player. She was scheduled back when we had the big snowstorm, and we figured nobody was going to get here, and so we canceled that show and rebooked her for next Friday. So we all have to show up next Friday, otherwise she's going to get a complex. So yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Jennifer, you have anything to add?
At the end of the month, it's going to be a fifth Saturday, and we're going to have a Celtic guitar workshop with Lee Murdoch.
Yes.
So yeah, check out online for that if you want to register and sign up. It's going to be $25 a person. You can also join in online as well.
Okay. Yeah. Lee has absolutely all kinds of talent and is willing to share. So, fifth Saturday, there are several months where there's a fifth Saturday, so we're going to take a shot at that, see if we can promote some more music in this room. So, yeah. Oh, now I have another lady who wants to talk. Debbie, take it away.
The John Gorka show at Acoustic Renaissance Concert is sold out tomorrow night, so I just wanted to let you know that. And if anybody wanted to come to the show, you'd be on a wait list, and you would have to arrive and then 5-10 minutes before showtime see if there's a seat. Otherwise, you could order a live stream ticket, but it's sold out. So, thank you.
Debbie and Randy run that show over on an Acoustic Ren down on in Hinsdale. It's a wonderful place to be if you're not here. They're typically a Saturday, so they never conflict with our Friday night. All right, now I think I'm done. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay. Well, we established in the first set that I lean a little dark in my songwriting, and when I was getting ready to make my last album, we had all the songs tracked and ready, and we were almost ready to send it to mixing. And then, but I didn't have a clear standout, like, opening track of the album. And then this song just kind of happened, and it's sort of my manifesto about being a writer of sad songs. This is called Thunder, Clouds, and Violins. Tell me I don't have to apologize for the way the light filters through my eyes. If you wanna dance, let's take it slow, 'cause sad songs are the only ones I know. All my secrets, all my wishes, all my passions, all my sins move across your bluest skies like thunder, clouds, and violins. I've been writing songs for the mixed up few, but I understand if it's not for you. I keep holding on to a lovelorn lie, but I see it now, you'd rather dance than cry. All my secrets, all my wishes, all my passions, all my sins move across your bluest skies like thunder, clouds, and violins. fall apart. If you need to slow down, one of my teachers said it best: if you live in well, you're gonna make a mess. All my secrets, all my wishes, all my passions, all my sins move across your bluest skies like thunderclouds and violins. All my secrets, all my wishes, all my passions, all my sins move across your bluest skies like thunderclouds and violins. Thank you. So I mentioned that I have 2 children. When I was pregnant with my first child, I had so many people come up to me and say, "Oh, you're going to be so inspired. You're going to write so many new songs. You're going to have this whole new subject matter." And they weren't wrong, but it definitely didn't happen right away. When I was pregnant with my second child is really when I wrote my first parenting song. And I was thinking about the differences between carrying a child on the inside and taking care of them when they're out in the world. And this sort of metaphor came to mind, and so I'm gonna play you this. It's called "When I Was the Weather." If I could make the sun shine, we could go outside. You could run, I could hide. I don't wanna hold you, I'm too tired to chase you. I just need a place to cry. Once I was the weather, you couldn't see my eyes. My voice was like a thunder rumbling through your skies. When I was the weather, I knew just what to say. Now I fumble through my lines every single day. You're my perfect vision, the sun setting on my clouds. When I look at you, I know I can be proud. There's no way around this. There's no settling of the score. I am less when you are more. Once I was the weather, and you could feel my sighs blowing like a warm wind, blowing through your skies. When I was the weather, I didn't have to pray. Now I get down on my knees every single day. every single day. Thank you. So, 2 summers ago, I had a travel fiasco that was really bad. I was traveling home from my cousin's wedding in Tucson, and the short version is that I got home 48 hours after I was supposed to, but in the middle, it was really awful. I had a canceled flight to Dallas the first day, and then the second day, we got on the flight. I was traveling with my aunt. I got on the flight, but then it turned out we couldn't land in Dallas, so we ended up in Oklahoma City, and we had 1 minute to decide whether we were gonna stay on the plane indefinitely and definitely miss our connecting flight in Dallas, or get off the plane and deal with whatever situation that led to. We're both a little claustrophobic, so we decided to get off the plane. I heard, it seemed like later people were sitting there for maybe 6 hours, which is absolutely haunting to me. So glad I got off the plane. But my aunt and I decided our best option was to rent a car and and drive across Oklahoma and get a flight the next day from Bentonville, Arkansas, which was like the Walmart airport. Like it's like this airport that's in a field, but it's where all the Walmart executives fly in and out of. So it's a very nice airport. Anyway, that's what we did. We flew, we drove from Oklahoma City to Tulsa. We spent the night in Tulsa. We woke up the next day. We drove to Bentonville, Arkansas. We thought that we might end up getting stuck in Bentonville because like it was one of those like 15 minutes before the flight. Like there's no crew. I was so glad I was traveling with my aunt. We helped each other a lot. We laughed a lot, and we each had one meltdown apiece at different times. But the whole time we were on this trip, she kept telling me, Jessica, you're going to have to write a song about this. And I was like, yeah. And she had an idea for what she wanted the song to be. It was like, it's going to be a country song, and I got to get home to my babies, kind of deal. And I got home and kind of forgot about it. And then about 6 months later, she called me from Dallas. She was like, Jessica, you'll never guess what happened. She's like, I'm stuck here overnight. This place is cursed, and you have to write the song. So at that point, I decided I could be inspired to write the song. And of course, whenever I start writing something from a prompt, it never becomes the thing that I think it's going to when I start writing this song. It always, I think everything I've ever written, it's like the song wants to be what it wants to be. And so this turned out very differently than I expected, but I guess I like it because I made T-shirts in this song. I didn't print enough of them to take on my tour, but they are available to order from my Bandcamp page, and this is called "If You Fly Through Dallas." I've been waiting for the light to change for hours. Must be a fuse that's broken, but I don't know how to open up to what the road ahead demands. All these rules, I drink them down like medicine. And what a heartless trick. I was was never sick, I only wanted to be allowed to stay. There's nothing special about the wisdom of the ages. All my best lessons learned are just random information. If you pick a fight with God, you're damned. If you marry a certain kind of man, you ain't gonna have the life you planned. If you pack your bags and go, you'll be free and all alone. And if you fly through Dallas, you might never make it home. Some hotel in a city I can't name. I don't know how I got here, but it doesn't help to try to track the backward motion of the plane. Hold my breath and I close my eyes and pray. Not for a destination, just for the peace of mind to sleep where I end up at the end of the day. There's nothing special about the plans that I've been making. When everything falls apart, my time is for the taking. If you pick a fight with God, you're damned. If you marry a certain kind of man, you ain't gonna have the life you planned. If you pack your bags and go, you'll be free and all alone. And if you fly through Dallas, you might never make it home. There's nothing special about the plans that I've been making. When everything falls apart, my heart is for the taking. If you pick a fight with God, you're damned. If you marry a certain kind of man, you ain't gonna have the life you planned. Pack your suitcase, forget your vows, go get lost until you're found. But if you fly through Dallas, you might never leave the ground. Thank you. Well, I think I'm gonna do a couple more new songs that haven't been released yet. This one is very new. I was thinking about all the different paths we can follow in life, and I'm a person who never wants to make decisions because I never like to limit myself, and but sometimes you encounter a situation in life, whether it's meeting a person or an opportunity that just is very appealing, but it doesn't fit in the life that you have or the decisions that you've made. And I think when that happens, we have we think of the dichotomy of the choices we can make as like, you can let the thing in and let it wreck your life and all the decisions you made up to this point, or you can like not, you can just like shut it out and like carry all the tension of that decision in your body and start like walking around like this all the time. And I was thinking that one of the great things about being a writer and being a songwriter is that I don't have to make either of those decisions. Like what I can do instead is write a song about it, and that can be a really beautiful sort of catharsis. So this is called "It's Okay to Write a Love Song." Why do the best gifts always come late? Wrapped up in silver, pull the string. It's your worst mistake. You walk into my night, whisper my name. I can't receive you, but I'm awake, and I'm glad you came. And it's okay to, it's okay to, it's okay. Okay, we gotta figure this out. New songs, man. All right. It's okay to, it's okay to, it's okay to write a love song. Grind these wishes down into a melody. Come on, sing to me. Yeah. Don't make me choose danger or truth. I want it all. The empty sky and a dance with you. If I could just stay here, not be alone, explode like a star, light up the night for the long drive home. And it's okay to, it's okay to, it's okay to write a love song. Grind these wishes down into a melody. Come on, sing to me. Yeah. I wanna play this impossible scene. Wrap my delusions around your will till you make room for me. Pull back the moonlight, take me to church. Open the hymnal I wanna sing, and you're my next sweet verse. And it's okay to, it's I'm getting ready to record a new EP later this month. And I think that song will probably make the cut. Maybe not. We'll see. Actually, those last two. I've been writing a lot lately on the theme of the middle part of love, because I feel like the beginning of love and the end of love are pretty well covered with the songs that we know, and I don't know. I guess the middle part doesn't get a lot of love, mostly because it's boring, but also sometimes lonely, and sometimes I don't know. I've found it to be a little bit of a recent. Oh, I'm not going to say gold mine. What's like a boring element to mine? Anyway, this is Stones to Throw. Love is like the moon today, bumpy, bright, and far away. I see you there, but I still feel alone. You're up there watching over me, but I need you down here with me. So let the sky grow dark and take me home. When you turn away, I feel the blow. Is there a piece of me that you don't want to know? I can't decide which stones to throw, when to fight and when it's time for letting go. Overgrown with brush and weeds, I'm losing you to entropy. Dishes piled high, and I can't find your eyes. If you're waiting till the house is clean to hold my hands and look at me, then we might just as well let our love die. When you turn away, I feel the blow. Is there a piece of me that you don't want to know? I can't decide which stones to throw, when to fight and when it's time for letting go. Time heals every hurt, they say, but there's no time for us today. We've got kids to mind and bills to pay. I'm gonna sing the kids a lullaby, pour myself a glass of wine, and wait for you to meet me in the moonshine. Don't turn away, I need you to know there's a piece of me that I'm afraid to show. My hands are tied, no stones to throw. Am I fighting you, or am I letting go? Thank you. Well, I'm going to do a few more for you. I think I'll do another one on that same theme, maybe a snarkier one. This is snarkily titled bright blue sky. There comes a time in every big love. It seems there's nothing left to speak of. I sit and wait under the dark new moon, trust in the light will come back soon. I wanna hit the open road and let the door slam on your tensed up toes. But I have decided not to leave. Today I have decided to stay. Where can I go where our love won't haunt my days? What kind of life is out there anyway? I sit and wait under the bright blue sky. Can't tell you what I'm waiting for. Why? I wanna hit the open road and let the door slam on your tensed up toes. But I have decided not to leave. Today I have decided to stay. I have decided. Thank you. So, I think I'm going to do this one, even though I normally, when I'm playing with my keyboard, I have a sort of like more synthy setting that I do on my keyboard for this song, and it might be a little bit disorienting to do it on the piano, but I'm going to give it a try because I do like playing it, and it's my other apocalyptic love song, and it's my pandemic song. You know, in June of 2020, we were 3 months in, and my kids were 3 and 5, and you know, that was intense, and also kind of lovely. I had been traveling a lot for work, and all of a sudden I couldn't, and immediately my children both, they were 3 and 5, it was the first time in their lives they started sleeping through the night. And I felt like it was because I was home. And I realized that maybe I could have helped that to happen earlier if I hadn't been so busy in the head. So this song came out of that, and it was partly feeling like it felt like the end of the world. It felt like it not just the end of the world. It felt like the world had already ended, and we were all just sort of dangling and trying to figure out what was next. But it was also such an important reset for me, and such a beautiful time with my family. And this song is called Dinosaurs. If you go to my YouTube channel, the music video for this I'm particularly proud of, because my oldest son is one of the characters in he played a role in the video, and he did a really, really wonderful job. He was 7 at the time. We only had one partial meltdown on the set, and it was about his sock. But we got through it, and he did a wonderful job. So I would love it if later you would just go to my YouTube channel, and it's actually, I think it's like the song that comes up when you go there. So this is Dinosaurs. I always thought the world would end with blood and bones, but here we are, hunkered down in our home sweet home. I love you more without the crowds drawing me out. I've got everything I need inside this house. Maybe your hope is lost. Maybe the dinosaurs live for 1,000 years after the meteor. But if the jig is up, if this is all we've got, baby, I'm glad I cast my lot with you. Time punches hard. Everything I see is red. Learning to live my life without a future in my head. I love you more since the clocks all stopped. We've got everything we need to stay alive until we're not. Maybe your hope is lost. Maybe the dinosaurs live for 1,000 years after the meteor. But if a jig is up, if this is all we've got, baby, I'm glad I cast my lot with you. Maybe your hope is lost. Maybe the dinosaurs live for 1,000 years after the meteor. But if the jig is up, if this is all we've got, baby, with you. Thank you. Oh, we're like very close to the end. I guess I'll do one more song. Is that all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm just going to go right into it. Summer is hot, but the water is cold. You swim up to me, hold out your shriveled up hands and say, I think we're getting old. I'm trying to laugh, but you're drifting away. You're saying, cheer up, angel face, nobody's dying today. There was a time when you were a snowman, melting in the yard before my eyes. The grip of your hands to the whisper of a man evaporated, drifting out of time. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. There's a statue of a lady poised above her grave. It says she fell down a crooked staircase on her wedding day. I pass her in the crowded cemetery on my way to the bar where I'm gonna drink away another day. I want to be like the edges of the sea. Fold your sweet and broken body into me. I walk around this little city. It's a trap these days. Everybody wants to leave, but everybody stays. I hold my hand out to touch the cool breeze, crunch the leaves beneath my shoe. Anything winter was blood. I thought that we could make it to the spring. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Another wonderful night in the coffee house. But what am I about to say? Nobody leaves the coffee house without an encore. So, just by chance, remember we talked about this. Do you have one more, please?
I got lots more.
Oh, man, okay.
But I'll just do one.
Okay, thank you. Take it away.
This one will be short and sweet. This is called My Newest Moon. In the middle of night, when my life is asleep, the easiest questions are the ones I can't face. Like, who do you love? And what do you want? And what happens if you never decide? Ooh, but look at the moon. I want to chase it while it's still full. I'm gonna kick this habit of moving around. Maybe I'll even settle down. I'm doing my broken best, but there's freedom and loneliness. I never get close enough to care. Ooh, I'm just like the moon, running in circles, never quite full. I want to dance with you, just for a moment or two, then you can go back to what you were doing before you knew. The arch of my shoulder blade, my quickening step, the color I turn when I'm unsure. You were only the moon I wanted to chase while it was full. Now in the darkness of my newest moon, I'm waiting for a star to make my way a little clearer. Who do you love? What do you want? It always comes back to that. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks to John and Jen, and I forget the names of the other volunteers, but thank you so much.